have seen all the preparation methods of alcohols, phenols, and now we are into properties. We have also seen the physical properties of alcohols, phenols, and we have completed up to alcohols are versatile in nature. Up to there we have done. That is in chemical properties we are. In chemical properties of alcohols and phenols. We talked that, or I said that alcohols are versatile. Alcohols are versatile. Okay, versatile compounds. Why we said these are versatile compounds? Because they can act as nucleophiles as well as electrophiles, So this I said you, alcohols can act as okay. So we have seen that alcohols can act as nucleophiles. I am writing Nu minus nucleophiles. When they will act as nucleophiles? When the OH bond is cleaved. When OH bond is broken, or if that is cleaved, they act as nucleophiles. We have seen in the last class, cleavage of OH bond. Similarly, alcohols can act as electrophiles. I am writing E plus, electrophiles. When the CO bond, that is, I am writing here CO bond, this one, RO means nothing but CO bond, is broken. So, based on this, we are categorizing the chemical reactions of alcohols into two types, means reactions that comes under OH bond cleavage and reactions that comes under CO bond cleavage. Okay, so we'll see the OH bond cleavage reactions. Okay, now we'll see reactions of alcohols involving OH bond cleavage, OH bond cleavage. Okay, reactions of alcohols involving OH bond cleavage. In this we talk about mainly three reactions or three topics. Those are reaction with metals, and their acidic nature, acidic character of alcohols, and as well as esterification reaction. Mainly these three topics will cover under OH bond cleavage. Okay, let us see reaction with metals now. Some examples. Alcohols can react with certain metals, electropositive metals like sodium, magnesium, aluminum, etc., forming their metal alkoxides. For example, methanol when reacts with the sodium metal. Okay, methanol when reacts with sodium metal, it produces sodium methanoxide, alkoxides with the liberation of hydrogen gas. Okay, with liberation of hydrogen gas. So what does that mean? Hydrogen gas is liberating means what? This bond is cleaved, right? This bond is cleaved. That's why you are getting H2 gas. Two molecules we are taking. So this bond, OH bond, is cleaved in reaction with the metals. Like that, one more example let us take. Tertiary butyl alcohol. Okay? Tertiary butyl alcohol reacts with metals like aluminium. Okay? Reacts with metal like aluminium. It produces aluminium tertiary butoxides with the liberation of hydrogen gas. Similarly, phenol also on reaction with the sodium metal. Okay, reaction with sodium metal forms sodium phenoxide. With liberation of hydrogen gas. Okay, so this is sodium methanoxide. This is aluminium tertiary butoxide. This is sodium phenoxide. That means alkoxides are formed as the products along with liberation of hydrogen gas. Okay, so similarly, if you see the reaction of phenol with aqueous sodium hydroxide, then you will get again sodium phenoxide with water liberation. Okay, so all these metals, when they react with respective alcohols, they produces alkoxides with the liberation of hydrogen gas. Okay, and also if it is phenol, it can react with aqueous sodium hydroxide, forms alkoxide with liberation of water. So these are the reactions with the metals. Okay. Next we will talk about acidic nature. Okay, acidic nature of alcohols and phenols. Acidic nature of alcohols and phenols. Okay. Now, as you know, alcohols, what we are considering here, the reaction, for example, I will write a methanol reaction with the sodium metal. What we are writing here? Sodium methanoxide with liberation of hydrogen gas. Right? Similarly, the compounds generally compounds like let us take HCl. HCl if reacts with sodium metal, it forms NaCl plus H2 gas. H2 gas. What does that mean? Compounds basically when they react with alkali metals or alkaline earth metals, electropositive metals, if they liberate hydrogen gas, basically such type of compounds can be called as acids. So same, all the alcohols can react with sodium metal or any alkali metals and liberates hydrogen gas. That means they are capable to give H plus ions or hydrogen. So they are acidic in nature. And acidic character or acidic nature of alcohols depends on the polarity of OH bond. Depends on the polarity of OH bond. Okay. So based on the polarity, the H plus can easily given, or it may be difficult to give H plus. And on which factor it will decide? So polarity of the bond on which factor it will decide means basically primary alcohols if you take, okay, are more acidic than primary alcohols are, I'll write here RCH2OH, primary alcohols are more acidic than RCHOH. It is secondary alcohol. It is more acidic than tertiary alcohols. Now what is happening? Why primary alcohol is more acidic relative to secondary and tertiary? Okay, primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. So why primary alcohol is more acidic? The reason is in primary alcohol there is only one alkyl group, okay, attached to this OH carbon. In secondary alcohol there are two alkyl groups. In tertiary alcohol there are three alkyl groups. As the alkyl groups increases, increases. What will happen? Alkyl groups are electron releasing groups. Okay, you know that they are plus I groups. Means they are releasing electrons towards the carbon, right? Like this, electron releasing groups. Now what will happen? The electrons are released towards this carbon, okay, or towards the oxygen if you say, towards the oxygen. So what will happen here? Oxygen's electronegativity decreases, right? So there are sufficient number of electrons available with the oxygen now due to releasing groups. So what will happen to the polarity of the OH bond? As the alkyl groups increases, they are releasing the electrons towards the oxygen. So polarity of OH bond, polarity of OH bond decreases. So more the number of electron releasing groups or more the alkyl groups, less polar will be the OH bond. Okay, so more polar, then easily H plus is given. Less polar, then it cannot give H plus easily. So what is happening? As the alkyl groups increases, polarity of the OH bond decreases. Therefore, acidic nature Therefore, acidic nature or acidic character also decreases. So, what is the acidic nature of alcohols? How do you decide? In alcohols, based on the polarity of the OH bond, we are deciding the acidic nature. More polar bond, more acidic. Less polar bond, less acidic. And how does this polarity depends in case of, or how it varies in case of primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols? Primary alcohols, only one alkyl group. Secondary alcohols, 2 alkyl groups. Tertiary alcohols, 3 alkyl groups. As the alkyl groups are increasing, plus I effect will increase. Electrons are released more. More electrons are released towards the oxygen, means oxygen electronegativity decreases. So the overall polarity of OH bond decreases. So as the alkyl groups increases, polarity of OH bond decreases. Therefore, the acidic nature also decreases for alcohols. That is the reason why primary alcohols are more acidic than secondary alcohols, than tertiary alcohols. Okay. Now, we said that primary alcohols are more acidic than secondary alcohols than the tertiary alcohols, right? Now, there is one more point in this, that is, when an alkoxide ion reacts with water, it gives alcohol plus hydroxide ion. Now, with this reaction, you can observe that H plus from water is given to RO minus, so that it becomes ROH. That means here water is a proton donor in this reaction, right or not? So water will acting as a acid, because H plus from water given to RO minus. Automatically RO minus is acting as what? Alkoxide ion is acting as what? Base. According to Bronsted concept, acid-base concept, this is what Bronsted, if this is base, this is Bronsted acid, that is conjugate acid, you can say conjugate acid. If this is acid, then this is a conjugate base. You know this from acid-base, Bronsted acid-base theory, you have studied that. Okay, so RO minus is acting as a base and H2O is acting as a acid, right? So this is alkoxide ion is base, it is behaving as base. Now that means what I can say, if you take any alkoxide ion, that is from alcohols are so weak acids that they are behaving as base in presence of water, right? Therefore, I am giving you inference that alcohols are less acidic than water. Okay, so alcohols, even though we are saying that they are acidic in nature, but how much they are acidic? They are weakly acidic in nature, because they, in presence of water, alkoxide is behaving as a base. What does that mean? Water is more acidic compared to alcohols. So that means here alcohols are very weak acids. They are how much weak acids? They are even weaker than the water. Okay, so that means alcohols are acting as bases also. Okay, so alcohols can act as Bronsted Bronsted acids also and bases also. Why? Because with reaction with metal, if you observe, reaction with metal they are acting as acids because they are liberating hydrogen gas. But reaction with alkoxide, reaction with water, if you observe, what is happening? Water is giving proton to the alkoxide. That means there water is acting as acid, alkoxide is acting as base. So alcohols can act as bases also, alcohols can act as acids also. So they are Bronsted acids as well as bases. Okay. Now let us see acidic nature of phenols. Okay. Acidic nature of phenols. Okay. Now phenols, as you know, in phenols also on reaction with water, phenols also on reaction with metals. We have seen this reaction already. Phenol plus this one gives rise to what? Sodium phenoxide plus H2 gas. We have seen this reaction. Means what? Phenols also on reaction with electropositive metals, they form the respective alkoxides with liberation of hydrogen gas. Means what? Phenols are also acidic in nature. Now let us compare phenols acidic nature. Now let us see the phenols acidic nature. Basically, you know that in phenol, the polarity of the OH bond is more relative to the alcohol. How I am saying this? You observe, the lone pair of the oxygen is involved in conjugation or in resonance with benzene pi electrons, right? So I would like to write this one. Here on negative charge, oxygen with positive charge. Here. Then again, shifting of the electrons takes place. Again it would result in this type of then finally that electrons will go back to their original position. This will go to original position, it will go back, as you know, right? Now, what you observe in this is the lone pair on the oxygen is involved in conjugation with the ring electrons, right? So what is happening? Oxygen acquires positive charge. So what is happening? These electron pairs are pulled more towards the oxygen. That means H plus is readily given out. Okay, H plus is readily given out. So phenols, if electron withdrawing groups, if electron withdrawing groups are present on the phenol ring, okay, on the phenol ring. What will happen, you say me, if electron withdrawing group is present on the phenol ring, more electrons are pulled towards the electron withdrawing group. That means this bond become more polar, or H plus can be more easily given. So if electron withdrawing groups are present on the phenol, then acidic nature increases. Acidic nature increases. If electron withdrawing groups, withdrawing groups are present on phenol ring, especially this is at ortho and para positions we consider, the acidic nature decreases. Why? Because electron releasing groups what they will do, they will give electrons to the ring, right? So if they are giving electrons to the ring, then the ring is not interested in the pi electrons of the OH, right? OH bond. So what happens here, the lone pairs which are present on the oxygen, they retain on the oxygen. That means here electrons are moving towards the OH group. So if electrons moving towards the OH group, what is happening? Polarity decreases. Polarity of OH bond decreases. So if electron withdrawing groups are present, then polarity of the OH bond increases. Acidic nature increases. If electron releasing groups are present, then what is happening? The acidic nature decreases. Okay. So I am writing normally like this. Benzene ring with electron withdrawing groups. Phenol ring containing electron withdrawing groups is more acidic than normal phenol which is more acidic than the phenol ring with electron releasing groups. So electron withdrawing group containing phenol is more acidic than normal phenol. Normal phenol is more acidic than electron releasing group containing phenol. Now we will make one comparison in this. So, next point, we have seen this reaction when phenol reacts with aqueous sodium hydroxide, it produces sodium phenoxide with liberation of water. That means what is happening? This is behaving as an acid, this is base, this is salt and water, as you know. Now we are taking here aqueous sodium hydroxide. So in aqueous sodium hydroxide, phenol is capable of acting as acid. It is capable of acting as acid means relative to water, the acidic nature of phenol is more. From this reaction you can say that relative to water, acidic nature of phenol is more, because in case of alkoxide reaction, RO minus plus water, we have seen that ROH plus OH minus is formed. Here RO minus or alcohol part is acting as base, water is acting as acid. Here aqueous means already water is involved. Now alcohol and water both are there in this medium. But what is happening? Alcohol is reacting with the base, not the water. Understood? So if alcohol is readily reacting with the base, then alcohol is more acid than water, or else water would react with the NaOH in aqueous solution. So if you take aqueous NaOH solution and if you mix with the phenol, phenol will react with the base to form the salt. What does this infer? Even though water is also acidic, phenol is also acidic. Phenol only reacting with the base means what? Phenol is more acidic than the water. That's why the reaction is with the phenol. Sodium hydroxide reacts with the phenol. Okay na? That means I can say now phenols are more acidic than water. Phenols are more acidic than water. Okay? So we'll continue next class.